Good day, my name is Mark Seymour and I was chairperson of MFSA from the period 2004 to 2011. Those 7 years were characterized by changes in the legislation and the effects of the economic financial crisis in 2009. My journey with the MFSA started back in 2001 when the then MLA involved me in an initiative to develop a moratorium on the usage of card and PIN. At that stage, microlenders did not have access to the payment system, and this initiative followed the process of Dr. Philip Tromp from Parago, who assisted the microlenders to devise a mechanism to access the payment system. Through this initiative and various other processes, the Collections Forum was later established, and this gave birth to the ADO and NADO payment systems that has been used up to this stage. We have now gone full circle with this payment system mechanism, as ADO and NADO is being phased out and being replaced by the debit check system. During the early phases of my chairmanship, the MLA went through a name change in line with its strategic decision to follow a process of transformation, and that gave birth to the new name being the Microfinance South Africa, or the MFSA as it is better known. In those early stages, the government had developed the credit bill to replace the exemption to the Usury Act, and by 2006 the President had signed the bill into an act called the National Credit Act. During this process, the MFSA made numerous inputs into the new legislation, with the major concerns around the capping of rates and fees, the outlawing of the usage of card and PIN without a functional alternative in place, and also the debt counselling processes. The MFSA and its members had a great expectation from the National Credit Act that it would bring micro-lending to fruition, as the uncertainty of operating under an exemption notice would no longer be, and we would be operating under a set piece of legislation that would assist our industry in growing. The period after the implementation of the Credit Act in 2007 saw a process of consolidation taking place amongst microlenders, but also saw new competition entering the market from retailers and banks, who now saw a great opportunity in providing access to lower income people. The international financial crisis hit the world in 2009, and it took some time before these ramifications moved through into South Africa, and over time also had a significant impact in the economic climate in South Africa, but also in the microlending industry, as access to credit was severely hampered in that process, and we saw a number of large role players exiting the market, and further consolidation took place in the industry. The members of the MFSA fulfill an important role in the financial system in South Africa by providing access to credit to lower income people. The MFSA and its members demonstrated strong resilience during times of change and carried the flag for lower income people who didn't have access to credit and would otherwise be destitute if MFSA members did not assist them in access to finance. I trust that this characteristic of resilience will also carry the MFSA and its members during these incredible and harsh times of change of the COVID pandemic, and I wish the members and the MFSA well for the future.